Well, hello, hello, hello. How are you on this beautiful, beautiful day that the Lord has made? Well, I hope you guys have had a chance so far to go out and enjoy some of it. Well, as for me, I am on a little break on my job, and I thought I would come on here and say hello. Um, you know, this weekend is what's they call it? Sunlight savings time. So we're going to spring forward, and I think that means that we lose an hour or gain an hour, one or the other. Anyway, we know it's going to start getting lighter, and I really, really like that. So anyway, I'm enjoying my two jobs, and yes, I said I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying my two jobs. I do also look forward to taking a break. And not working two jobs, and that's going to happen, and I said it's just so funny that I like both of them. So on my second job, we've been having a lot going on, and actually both jobs, but on my second job we've been having a lot going on. Change of our supervisors. We got new top supervisors, two new top supervisors. They were promoted from their positions, and then in I work with people with disabilities in their homes. So our supervisor in our home, she stepped down just because she wanted to, and and we got a new supervisor, and I think she only stayed about let's see, not a week. We've couple days. She quit, um, and so our old supervisor, she came back. I don't know if she's filling in. She's filling in. So it's just a whole lot going on. We're happy to have her back. The new supervisor, she was fine. She was fine with me. I didn't have any issues with her. We were talking and knowing, getting our work relationship together. She did anyway. Oh, she said for my coworker that I work with, she said if she calls me one more time, she's not going to like me. She said because I'm her boss. I'm yours boss. She's not my boss. I'm her boss. She's not. And my coworker, she doesn't mean any harm, but she does. She calls for whatever she has a question for, and I guess maybe the question this lady didn't didn't like the question, but anyway, yesterday at work, and I don't know if my coworker, looks at my videos or not. They never mentioned it. I don't know if I even mentioned to her that I have a YouTube channel. I probably did because so many times they see me there on it, doing a video or trying to do one because there's so many distractions. So sometimes I don't get to post them. But anyway, so yesterday we were, she normally looks at TV after we get things done and get the dinner done and medication and showers and stuff like that. So she usually looks at TV, and I'm usually on a computer doing stuff. So, we've set an atmosphere. They all know that, I'm safe because sometimes I go to church and take the ladies to church. And so sometimes another resident from our company comes over to our house, and we all sing gospel songs, and we just have a good old time in the Lord. And so that's what I do. So sometimes oftentimes people say, hey, we're going to turn around, we're going to listen to some other music. And I just always encourage them to listen to gospel, because one thing I know about gospel music, it will encourage you in the Lord. It will do that. So that's why I always say, it's always better to listen to gospel music excuse me, than to listen to some other music that may be singing something contrary to the Lord. So I always try to encourage that. And so we do that quite a bit at work. And our residents, they love it too. They go to church and they really enjoy it. And so the residents were in their room, and all of a sudden my coworker, she just started singing, and she has a beautiful, beautiful voice. She just started singing gospel. She was singing to the Lord. She really was. And then all of a sudden, in her singing to the Lord, she bust out with a praise. She just started praising the Lord. She just started praising the Lord and started talking to God. Started talking to him about her troubles and her trust that's in him. And I thought it was so good, because you have to be free to do that, especially if someone else is in the room with you, the same room, and you know they're in there. So you have to be free. And I am so glad that she was free enough to do that. I am so glad about that. Because in our lives, we go through so many different things sometimes, and we want to cry out to God. We need to cry out to God. And I'm just glad that she was free enough to do that. And I'm so glad that, how can I put this? So I don't want to take credit where I shouldn't, but that I'll say this, that I, often suggest that we, sing gospel songs. Like one of the girls, she lives in an apartment across the other building, and she wants to come over. I said, come on over so we can sing some gospel songs. She loves to sing gospel songs too, and she's one of the residents. And that sometimes they look at me like, oh, gospel, like we want to sing something else. And sometimes they put on something else. I said, come on, let's bring it back to gospel, because sometimes what they put on is, they're singing something that's the opposite of gospel. And what I do know is that, when you want to stay on track, stay in the word, whether it's in song or it's in deed. And I said, one of these times we're going to have, maybe a little service, a little testimony service or something like that, or singing and stuff like that. And we sing and we have a good time. We praise the Lord up in there. We praise the Lord up in there. And she and I thank God for a good working relationship with her. I thank God for a good working relationship with my supervisor, both of them. And, the job can be kind of testy for us, for our supervisors. We have more than one supervisor. It can be because everybody has somebody higher than them that's giving them instructions. So when they bring it down to us, we may not always like it, but we got we got to learn how to roll with it. And I do believe in building relationships, especially at work. I do believe in building good work relationships. I do believe in that, and that's what I strive to do. But one day, they had asked me to give medication over at another area that I didn't want to do, because this client, she had become a problem for me. And she had called my phone and she got very smart with me. And she's young. But I mean, she's, not just with me, but, so I didn't want to give medication to her. I didn't want to go over there. It's not that I mind, but I just didn't want to. And so anyway, I went over there and gave the medication, and she doesn't take a lot. It's no big deal. I gave her a medication, and, she was saying little smart things. And let me just watch while you give this medication so you don't try to poison me. You can know this old lady that can't see out of one eye. She was just getting smart, because that's who she is when she's upset. But she's also the same lady that comes over and sing gospel songs with us. But in her defense, I think she was a little offended by some things. So, people go through things. They go through things, and sometimes people don't know how to deal with the current situation, and they lash out. And I just really just didn't. I wasn't in that mood. I didn't feel like it. So I didn't feel like seeing her, knowing how much she lashes out. But it all turned out well. It all how they say, all's well that ends well. But sometimes we have to do things that we rather not do, but just take it and do what you got to do for the most part. I just thank God for the friendships that I've made there. I thank God for that. There's some older ladies younger than me, my age, and older than me that work there. And I thank God for the relationships that I have built with them. And one of my friends, one of my coworkers from a previous job, I just got her I'll just refer her to it, and she got hired. And so that's going to be a good thing for her, because she doesn't necessarily need the money, but she's tired of being home all the time, and she rips and runs. So I guess she said, let me just come and make some money here. And she's not, I think she applied for part-time, but they gave her a full-time schedule. The same thing with me. I applied for part-time, but I got a full-time schedule, so it's fine. So it's all good. It's all good. I hope you guys are doing good. Today is Friday. I'm just happy that it's very beautiful outside. Very beautiful. So I told my ladies when I leave here and go to work with them, I said, we're going to talk about some, spring activities, maybe some spring trips we'll do or something like that. We're going to talk about some things when I get there and see what they want to do. I think the reason why I'm yawning is because I just ate some candy that I shouldn't have ate. Every time I go into the main office, we put together to get snacks and stuff, but I don't need to eat that candy, and I don't usually have it when I'm not here. And I'm in this office 2 days a week, and I heard it might go to 3 days a week. I don't want it to, but so it's all good. I enjoy both of my jobs, but what I am going to enjoy, looking forward to, is toning it down, bringing it back in, because spring is coming, and I want to plant my flowers. I want to have time to do the things that I want to do, and which I will, but I want to plant my flowers out front and also the ones out back, and do some things to my yard. Just having the time, to get up in the morning, maybe pull some weeds or something. And also, I plan to plant some vegetables. And I'm planning to plant some type of greens. I'm planning to plant greens. I was going to do greens, and I was going to do watermelon. And I was going to do a herb like cilantro or something like that. So that's what I was planning, just to do it light this year. My husband used to plant the garden, and I said I'm going to, he used to have a garden that he tended to, and boy, that food, when you get fresh food from the garden, it's always so very much better. So I'm planning on trying my hand at it. And so yeah, I'm planning on doing that. But anyway, we have church tonight, and I'm going to try my best to go. As long as one of the ladies want to go with me, we can go. And one of the ladies already told me that she would go, so we'll see. Because the other one that wants to go, she wants to watch her wrestling. Her wrestling. She likes Roman Reigns, and she loves Roman Reigns. And The Rock, I think, is coming on tonight, so she doesn't want to go for that. But yeah, I really look forward to going to church on Friday nights. I really enjoy it. And when I don't go, I miss it. I want to be there. I want to be there. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. And I thank God for you all. I hope you guys, if you haven't had a chance to get out and enjoy some of the sunshine, go ahead out and enjoy it. I heard Rita's is open, and I want to get a water ice one of these days, just a small one. And yeah, that's what I want to do. Get a small water ice. And anyway, that's about it. I just hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. All right? God bless you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.